Hello and welcome to Learning React. My name is Lashak Kelly, and I look forward to being your instructor for this course. A little bit about me is that I am predominantly a UI engineer. I have a very heavy focus on user experience and accessibility. I've been doing web development for a little over 12 years, and I've been teaching in front of classrooms for over 8 years. Throughout my career, I've worked in various different types of companies, including enterprise, marketing, startups, and education. Please feel free to reach out to me over at Twitter or on LinkedIn, and I look forward to hearing from you. Let's get started with the course overview. In section 1, we're going to learn about the concepts behind React and how it all works, and we're going to set up our local dev environment to start building a React app. We're also going to check out some helpful dev tools that are going to help us along the way as we build more complex applications. In section 2, we're going to build interactive React apps where we handle all sorts of keyboard, mouse, and browser events, as well as validating form submissions. We'll also learn how to use local storage to save the state or data of our application so that when we refresh the page, all of our information persists. In section 3, we're going to improve the architecture of our app by separating various sections into their own components in separate files, and we're also going to see how to share state and update the state between these components that we create. In section 4, we're going to take our componentized or modular approach to the next level by creating a multi-page React application. We will be defining URL structures for our app to display different pages with their own pieces of content. And then in section 5, we're going to learn how to interact with a third-party API and load that data into our application state. Then we will learn how to retrieve specific pieces of information from the same API instead of the entire chunk of the information. And at the same time, we will learn how to save this data into local storage just as we did before, which will improve the performance of our app by not having to make any unnecessary API calls because all the information is already there. And last but not least, we're going to take all of our work and learn how to deploy it to production for the world to see. We'll cover a couple of different ways of pushing up our work into the cloud via the Netlify platform. And some of these methods include dragging and dropping our content into a web browser, using the command line tools that are provided to us by Netlify, and then setting up continuous deployment so that whenever you push up new code to GitHub, your application automatically gets deployed. Some of the prerequisites that'll definitely come in handy throughout this course is having a good understanding and knowledge of HTML and CSS. Having JavaScript fundamentals and familiarity with the ES6 syntax will also definitely come in handy because React relies pretty heavily on ES6. So structuring simple web pages using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript will be good as well because our React application is essentially going to run within a simple HTML page. Also, basic command line skills will come in handy as well in order to run commands in the terminal and navigate file structures. And then a basic understanding of Git itself and some hosted Git repositories such as GitHub in our case, or any other ones such as Bitbucket will work as well. All right, if you're ready to learn React and build awesome web applications, let's get started.